Hello. Hello, everyone. Today is gonna be a little bit different. We're doing some Genshin live streaming and Teyvat Revisited in one video. So, there is an event out currently that gives a weapon, and it is unfortunately behind a trip to INAZUMA. I would like to do the event to get the weapon, so thus must go to INAZUMA. Kind of can't avoid it much longer. However, I do also need to do my dailies. Well, kind of. I got condensed resin, which let me finish this, but I would like to use the condensed resin to do some ley lines, because I need experience, and then it'll reset the amount of condensed resin that I have back to 0. So tomorrow, when I get on, and I make resin, I can turn in my commission to Catherine immediately. Who are you talking to? That's Cyrus? Really funny. We started the game over there. Walked through the forest. This is about where Amber jumped us the last time. I wonder if she was standing here when she saw us. So yeah, we're gonna kind of be doing a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Let me turn off the music. So we have in-game music. Stream should be healthy and live on both Twitch and YouTube. So this is gonna be a little bit different because technically, and I have been working on it, because I'm trying to get as many of the videos that I have in my backlog completed and uploaded and stuff. But they're unlisted, or will be unlisted for the ones that I haven't finished. So I can release them a little bit more scheduled, like, but they're all, I want them all to get done at once, get on there at once, and then I can release them one by one as I need to. So the Teyvat Revisited series has a lot of episodes leading up to where we're at now. So if you're watching this during the live portion of me recording this, you will be ahead of the schedule that hasn't come out. All the videos that haven't come out yet. Kind of skipping a little skip. Not that it's like too terribly interesting. If you've watched or done Genshin stuff before, you kind of know all of the little things that happened before, so it's not like super big deal, and this is not my first time playing through this, so it's not like a big deal. But for the sake of not consistency, because that is not the word, order, this will be available for live stream only until I get the Teyvat Revisited series up to this point, and then this VOD will then become available for people in the future. So hi people in the future if you're watching this later. It should be... See, I'm on Teyvat Revisited like 18 or... Yeah, 18 I think right now. That was a little bit ago, so this could be in like the Teyvat Revisited 20s or so. Maybe even 30s, who knows. By the time this becomes re-available for public view. But if you're here during the live person, chat should be working. So chatters will be recorded. So shout out to anyone that does that, even if I miss it or something. Hopefully I don't. So moving on. Now that that kind of is all out of the way. We're gonna talk to Amber. I'm not gonna go and do Giona's, it's like way out of the way. I just was like, this one's right here on my way over to do ley lines. So we're gonna talk to Amber real quick. Usually these like little anecdote things are pretty short and contained, which I like that they're doing them and stuff. I'm not a really big fan of them being timed because I want to do all of them, but I don't want to have to rush around and get all of them done before the timer. I just kind of want them to be there. Who are you? Oh, you have a cool hairstyle. I kind of wish we could have made our own characters. Also. Or, like, given Traveler more outfit, hairstyle options down the line. He's been around so long and he looks exactly the same. Okay. Let's see what Amber wants. Sorry, I'm lost. Aw, nice. We got some food from Amber. Aw, that's cute. Anecdote recorded. That's nice. See, I mean, it gives me a lot of time, I guess, but hopefully I'll get all of them. So I still have all these ones to do. And I've done, I think, who did I talk to? I think it was Diona. I've done Diona, like, a couple times now. So they can pop up more than once. Yeah, hunting, commission, and then there's another one that she just did. Oh, and Rosaria, I talked to her twice. But these are kind of cool. I really like these to give the... You kind of get the feeling that they're getting on with their work, they're doing things. You know? And they're short, sweet, simple. Love it. 10 out of 10. Except for the time gate thing, so I hope that even after this goes away, that we get to keep this. Like a book or something. Because, like, what's the point of them doing all of this and then we don't get to keep, or, like, reference this stuff or continue doing it later? Unless this is just, like, a prototype for, like, what they want to implement in the future. Like, they're just testing it through this little event, which would be fair. But I really would like to save the interactions in some way permanently. Like, the whole point of the content is to have more permanent connections with the characters across the world while you're playing. Instead of them just being there for plot all the time. But, like, you know, if the book goes away, you don't have that anymore. I'm gonna switch out Arena or no one. I have no one built. This account is very frustrating. Not that I have anyone really built on my other one, but what is you? Oh, you always get thrown back into the water. Oh, hi. Maybe not that one. Hate these shielders. There. Get behind his shield. Should only have to do 3 of these. And then we'll move on. So yeah. Teyvat Revisited series. Even though it's been a little bit since I have recorded. We left off in Liyue. The dock area has been like a no-go zone for me for like so long that I don't even really think about it anymore. Atsuko's just waiting over there and I'm just like, yeah, I can't talk to you yet. Sorry. I have a different quest that I need to do that needs Atsuko, but Atsuko's tied up into the quest that I didn't want to progress. So, getting to Rito, hopefully, this is like really needed in terms of this account. Once I get over there, even if I don't progress the story until much later, like the main bulk of the story until much later, having the island open for leveling, collection, events, farming for artifacts whenever I get to that point. Haven't quite got there. All of it'll be open, and hopefully most of it should be easily accessible. Because there's certain characters that I can't level, for even if I wanted to, right now. Like Pookie. She would be a really good electric healer person for me to have, because a lot of enemies are like immune to water, so like Farina's out. I've been kind of using Noelle as a little bit of a healer, but like I don't have her built, so she doesn't do a lot of damage, and Geo just is not very, it's not reactive. You get a crystal shield thing that doesn't do a lot. Her shield's nice for interruption, but like, if I can build my Layla up, then I would have another shield that like I can reliably add back whatever. So I'm just like, I'm getting by, is basically what I'm saying. None of my stuff is optimal, but I'm getting by. And I'd like to get to INAZUMA. That's not what I wanted. That. Okay. So we used up all that. Commission, resin, leyline, stuff done. Let's move on to story. And here's the thing. This is not, I don't even think that this time of me streaming this potentially isn't even gonna get us completely into INAZUMA. I think. Because even if I talk to Atsuko, she tells me I need to go find like a way to get across, which means I do the whole Beto and Kazuha bit in Guyun, which is like a whole thing on its own because there's like a fighting competition or whatever. And the fighting competition takes me all over this area, which is kind of annoying. Then we get to Rito, which is here-ish. Oh, these were me trying to get into INAZUMA the secret way. So I wanted to level. But they put up a barrier wall, so now it's like extra hard to get into INAZUMA through the ocean. So that didn't work, obviously. But we're gonna get into Rito. But then Rito is locked. You can't leave Rito. I mean, I think there's one way I can leave Rito, but I don't know if it'll work. I've never tried it. And by the time I found out about it on my account, it was already too late on my main. So there's a good chance that it doesn't work. I'll try it if we get that far, but I don't know. What just happened? Why are they looking at dogs? Oh wait, that's party info. Quest. Oh. Hold on. No. It's this one. Because I know there's this one. Quiet Day in Liyue Harbor. Which has to do with Atsuko. But Atsuko's here. What is this? Oh, it's Chasm. I don't want to do Chasm right now. I think this one also wanted me to go to the harbor for the poetry stuff, but I didn't want to get close enough. Oh well. Alright, Atsuko. My hands are like nervous in doing this. I'm like, I don't know if this is a good idea or not. Fuck it. We're doing it live.
お目にかかれて光栄の方が良かったかな。今頑張って現地の喋り方を勉強してるんだ。で、私に何か用かな。
ちょっと聞きたいことがあるんだ。稲妻ってどうやって行くんだ？
ああ、なるほど。そういうことね。確かに方法は知ってるけど。
Real quick, I do like that even though in English everyone speaks English, in Japanese they have the Japanese VAs. It's all in Japanese. But I really do think that in Genshin there might be a common language that everybody speaks, but every now and then you'll get dialogue like what Atsuko just said, where you have like konnichiwa, and then they're like, oh, I mean, good fortune, I'm still learning to talk like locals. So like there's local dialects and different culture things, and then I don't remember which quest line it is exactly. I want to say it was in Sumeru or Fontaine, somewhere around there. There was a line that someone said about learning another nation's like language is like hard or something like that. There's hints and stuff that like each of the regions have technically kind of like their own language, so that there's like a language gap, but like from the player's perspective everybody just speaks whatever over voiceover you have. But like I like that they add in dialogue that kind of hints at like, oh well, locals in this region speak differently than locals in a different region, or there's a language gap of like not understanding what certain things are, or like the name of some objects when they're referencing them. There was one where I think it was a Liyue object from the past, and someone commented on how they didn't understand what the name of it was, because it was in old Liyue, I guess, language, but like in the modern thing they didn't know what it said. But like for us, we're reading it in English and we're like, oh well, it just clearly is this, it's this thing. But like in character wise, you know, there's slightly different understandings, which is interesting. I like that. I just thought I'd point that out just because it doesn't come up often. It's very like through my main playthrough, I feel like it's only happened maybe less than a handful of times. So yeah, I like that kind of world building, and I think it kind of started here with this. Asuka is awesome. I'm glad that, you know, she didn't die.
逃げ出した後、何日も海を漂流した挙句、食料と飲み水が底をついてね。目の前が真っ暗になって気を失ったの。でも終わりじゃなかった。それどころか、そう、まさに九死に一生の旅だったね。そんな危険なのかよ。だってあそこは窮屈なんだもの。あまりにも緊迫した雰囲気で。
So this is like the Conjo Commission, all this stuff.
稲妻の様々な事務を管理している部門のことだよ。三奉行と呼ばれてるの。例えるなら、リーユへの七世八門と似てるかな。
The Tri
その
Commission.
勘定奉行の責務の一つが、稲妻に出入りする人の身分を事細かく審査すること。そして外部から来た。それから最近行われてるメガリレー。あれは天領奉行が取り行ってる。彼らはライデン将軍の忠実かつ無情な代行者でね。
ライデン将
故郷の
軍。
悪口を言うのはあまり気分がいいものじゃないけど、あんなよくだからどうしても行かなきゃいけない理由がない限り、稲妻に行くのはおすすめしないよ。
There are answers to questions I must know there.
そう。でも稲妻の近海はやむことを知らない嵐が吹き荒れてるし、たとえそれを突破できたとしても、それら問題をくぐり抜けることができても、稲妻にたどり着いたが、
稲妻に人を寄せつけないためにわざとやってるみたいだな。
They have ritual. But there's a place for outlanders to go, right?
あそこはただ島内の物資の供
One
給と
port.
情報の流通を確保する。でももし本当にどうしても行きたいのなら、イカダは危険すぎるぞ。それ違う。私が言いたかったのは、リーウェでも有名な南十字戦隊に稲妻まで連れ、あそこって一年中航海してるし、嵐に。そうだな。北斗ならきっと方法があるはずだ。でもこんなにリスクがあること。南十字戦隊の機関視聴整合は今幸運閣の近くに停泊してるって聞いたよ。行動するなら今がちょうどいいかも。じゃあ全は急げ。
Alright. I'm doing a little bit of skipping here and there. Just because the story is quite long. And I don't have a lot of time. So I'm kinda wanting to see how far I can get through a lot of this. No. Too short. Missed it. I need to go that way. Oh, this is gonna be so much easier. So before, you had to climb all the way up to the top of the mountain. Float basically all the way down to get there. Now, well, at least on this account, I couldn't do this on my main account if I wanted to. But I got Farina. Farina is cool. Oh, I'm already messing up in that. It's probably the closest point, huh? If I do this, and then I do this, I can walk on water. It's just a long cooldown period too, because the thing doesn't go away until after this counter resets, so I have a little bit of a thing, so as soon as this comes off cooldown, as long as I place it, I can continue walking. Which means I just need to go up here, climb up the side of the ship, and I've made it. Fair enough. Hello, Juzo. I'm looking for Beto. any old how. He's trying to play like tough cop kind of thing. Basically we'll do this. I gotta help all of these people. See, this is the other thing. I'm gonna skip through a lot of this, but basically, there's all of these side quests that you have to do to continue. Maybe you don't have to, but like, they pop up when you do it, and it's related to getting. Oh yeah. This is one of the first few times that we get stuff about Paimon. So we know wind, she flies and stuff. Earth is interesting. So, especially since Kazuha can just like smell this stuff for some reason, which is kind of weird in and of itself, but whatever. And then stars, obviously stars. She's sparkly or whatever, but like I wonder what else with wind, earth, and stars is related to Paimon. The crafting bench says wind, earth, in something or whatever for the crafting thing, which is older alchemy technology. So I wonder if Paimon is related to Conria stuff, but doesn't know that she's related to Conria stuff. Obviously celestial stuff. So I wonder, one of the theories that I was thinking of, because Paimon doesn't really have like a lot of memories of like Conria stuff, as far as I can tell from any of her dialogue. Traveler remembers some stuff from Conria, but not all of it either, because it's been like a really long time. And some of the things that they say make it seem like they're missing context for some stuff. Part of me wonders if Paimon, because we know that when beings use up a lot of energy, they kind of revert back to like a smaller form and stuff. Part of me wonders if Paimon was part of the reason that gets the Traveler saved back then. Like, sure, we got captured by Renova. Most people know them as the unknown goddess or whatever at the beginning of the series, but her name is Renova. We've met her and had reference to her a couple times. Renova might have captured Aether, but I wonder if like Paimon had a hand in like trying to minimize the disaster, the Conrian disaster, or like get the Traveler away from the disaster, or like something like that. Lost a bunch of her power, reverted back to this form, and was like lost or something. And then we woke up, refound her being lost out in the wilderness, pulled her out of the water or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's a very story book kind of possibility. Like, I've read fantasy novels that have kind of had similar themes. So I was like thinking maybe it's something like that. Because like Paimon knows a lot of stuff. She's obviously very powerful. And if like her like, part of me wonders if Paimon isn't a variant or a part of Istaroth, because Istaroth's been missing for like a really long time. And Istaroth was also associated with wind and stars and time and all of these things that Paimon can manipulate and stuff like that. Kind of like a situation where you have like Rukkhadevata, where Rukkhadevata was like really powerful Dendro Archon, did all of this stuff in the past or whatever, and then Nahida, born from part of her, didn't remember, was like a separate being to Rukkhadevata, even though they were part of technically like Rukkhadevata, like a piece of Rukkhadevata, but like they had their own being and didn't necessarily share a lot of the same memories as Rukkhadevata directly. And then of course Nahida having to delete Rukkhadevata from Irminsul and like all of that, and I don't know how that changed Nahida's memories in a way, because I wonder if now Nahida has taken on all of those memories, or if like she still doesn't, like everybody says, oh well now it's Nahida that did all of that stuff in the past, but Nahida doesn't have memories of doing that stuff in the past because it was technically Rukkhadevata, a different part of Nahida, that did it. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering if it's a similar situation with Paimon and Istaroth, because that would be kind of cool. Or if it's just straight up Istaroth smaller, like a Globa situation. But she clearly doesn't have memories either way, or even if it's not the case, like there's funny stuff going on with Paimon that hasn't really been explored yet. But this is one of the few times where Kazuha picks up on Paimon. Paimon also has like a weird aura around them where most people, when they start to question Paimon, like what Paimon is or whatever, it just doesn't really go anywhere, which is interesting too. And a lot of her like things she doesn't really notice either.
似たようなもんだが、稲妻では呼び方がちょっと違う。どう見ても私はそんな上品な人物じゃないだろう。
Other means of entertainment. Like Ningguang, perhaps?
こいつは楓原和葉。わけあってしばらく私の船に乗ってる。時折出てきてはこういったことを口にするんだ。
I like this. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words. I remember reading that for the first time in my original playthrough, and that gave me a good chuckle.
船と海風があるのに詩を吟じぬのはいささか風情に欠いているであろう
Romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry. Oh, I love Kazuha. Kazuha's so cute and adorable.
確かにな。南十字舞踏会が開催されたら、
それは教次第というもの。何かのために書かれた詩というものは、そのほとんどが
I
絵を描いたもの
agree.
になるでござるからな。
せっかくの機会なんだ。それに大英雄。ちょっと待ってくれ。
Okay, so this is gonna get into the fighting stuff. We gotta sign up for a fight.
参加者は神の目を持っていてはならない。 自分の実力に自信があるのはあんたみたいにリーユエを救った大英。でもオイラたち。そう結論を焦るな。それも
拙者が提供し、
そんなものがあるのか。
Yeah, so we got Tomo's vision.
所持者がなくなると神の目は光を失うが、それでも抜け殻は消えぬ。その抜け殻で何ができるのかはまだわからぬが、実体が残っている以上、受け継ぐことができるのではないかと拙者は踏んでおる。
ああ、私からすりゃ神の目は神に認められたことを象徴する旗だ。その強者を見つけるため、神の目を持ってないのならこれが絶好の機会だろう。自分の神の目を手にするといい。
Yeah. So essentially, Kazuha, this is after Kazuha's friend Tomo has died. Kazuha has fled the country and is now technically wanted. Has Tomo's vision, which is another interesting point for visions, in that when someone gains a vision, a physical object is manifested in front of them out of thin air, which is interesting. When they die, the vision case is left behind. The thought here is that if somebody has matching intentions or determination or whatever to the vision, that the vision can be reignited. It's never been done before, but that's the theory that they're going off of for this fight. So Beto is holding a fight in Guiyun, a competition for people all over Liyue that do not have visions to compete, and the winner will get the masterless vision at the end. Kazuha's mostly just doing it to see if it is possible and whatnot. Beto wants to just hold a competition because she likes fighting and stuff, so it all works out. We get roped into this. I think I hit the mic, sorry. We get roped into this because technically we don't have a vision, but we use elemental energy anyways. So we're kind of not breaking the rules, but like it's still not quite fair per se. So, and we're just wanting to get to Inazuma. So also after the tale of Liyue, plus we've done Dane's quest line, where we saw our Abyss twin sibling. At this point we are very... In one of the scenes or whatever, they were like really upset that things turned out the way that they did in terms of like the Abyss sibling leaving them behind and like working for evil and like doing all this stuff. So they were upset and they were like, I just want to get to Inazuma. I want to get through this journey as quickly as possible. I want to get to the end so I can get this over and done with. It was kind of the attitude that they were giving off. So like, I do like that in terms of like this whole section and getting into Inazuma at the beginning through when you get on Rito. The traveler is very short. Like, I don't care about your problems. I want to do this. I just want to see the Shogun. Blah 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 blah. And yeah.
あそこに行きたいのでござるか。
なんだ、そう、もしあんたが勝ったら商品を神の目から稲妻行きし調整号の乗船券に変えてやってもいい。
And yeah, so this is the ultimatum Beto gives us. If you want to go to Inazuma, you can get the vision or get a ticket to on the Alcor.
こいつを舞踏会に参加させたいだけだろう。
もちろんさ、強者が多ければ多いほど。どうする？稲妻に行くためによし、じゃあ会場に行って申し込んできな。
So we're set up.
舞踏会の会場は幸運か。
さすればあとは結果を待つだけであるな。
Okay. So we complete that.
舞踏会
We don't get this
稲妻で流
cutscene
行してい
later.
た決闘を思い出す。ただ寸止めでは体の奥に潜んでいる力までは。
Mm. Later?
早く行くといい。もう会場の配置は済んでるから。
Okay. She just wants me to go do things. Can't... Wait, hold on. If I can, because before you couldn't avoid all of these. Lone ship. Okay, so it's actually in like a different thing now. So I can go and do this one. Which is over here. Actually, can I set... Oh, I can't set this to, focus. Okay, we're just gonna try and stick to the main quest. I'll come back and talk to all those people. I remember in the past you had to talk to all of those people first before being able to leave. But maybe they changed it. I don't remember. I'm just gonna run across the water, get over here.
そこの若いの見たところつまり
And then the three people we talked to are different people of why they want to become the winner. Self-confidence.
そんなのは重要じゃない。それにもちろん僕も何日か。よし、僕は試合前の準備をしてくるよ。僕の登場を楽しみに待ってておくれ。
Some of these people are hot-headed, some of them are calculating, some of them are whatever.
そうだが、君たちも申し込んだのか？だったら、まずは舞踏会の決まりを見てくるといい。南十字舞
Having
踏
something
会
to
は
drink.
希望者全員が参加。舞踏会は憲法や武器を誰もそんな。俺か。
なんか。
そんな大会の実績。あの時のことだが俺は一歩も引かず。結構重い。
おいらたちか。よし。
Okay. Done with him. Last competitor. I am kind of going through this quickly. Sorry if that's annoying, but this whole part of getting to Inazuma is, I don't know. I find it kind of boring. It does a lot of good setup with the masterless vision stuff, I think. Which is nice. Because it kind of puts more force, like, oh, this masterless vision, this is the thing in this world. So the first time playing through it, I think it's a lot more interesting. But I already know how it ends, and, like, stuff, so... This is all, like, pointless. I think you see these two people later.
なんかみんな自信満々
Let me sign up.
次の方どうぞ。まずはお名前を教えてください。まさか嘘でしょ。
本当に噂
Ah, she's vibrating.
あの人神の目を持ってなかったの。この舞踏会に参加するの。その確認ですが、あなたはやっぱり彼だ。
Correct.
総選儀式で国政様と話をしてた人だ。
Paimon!
ちょっと彼からサインをもらえないかしら。この舞踏会
Wiggling.
は神の目を持たない者のみ参加できること
I
は
don't have a vision.
本当ですか。噂ではあなたの戦闘力は並外れており、何度も危険な状況をくぐり抜けてきたと聞きます。でも本当に神の目は持ってないぞ。
See for yourself.
持ち物検査をしてみてもいいぜ。
You'd think that they would be like, well, look at all this glowing stuff that's on your armor.
大英雄様が嘘をつくことはないと
Clearly, it's
信じてい
glowing
ま
like
す。
a vision.
では
I just feel like the vision bits are like in his
登録するのに便利ですので。 オ
clothes.
セルを討伐したことは知っています。他にはありますか。
Agent Cloud, Osile. I saved Stavalan
どうしても戦ったこと
and
があ
also
るから。
defeated Child. Oh, I like his face.
優勝は
I don't know.
彼に違いない。
今から参加を辞退しても間に合うかしら。わかりました。それで十分です。はい。登録が完了いたしました。大英雄様がこの
そのために来たんじゃん。
他にも商品が。そんなの聞いてない。
多分北斗さんがその
でも大英雄様なるほど。北斗姉様と事前に条件を
Everyone's
話し合
misundering
わ
the
れていたのです
situation.
ね。
I'm just not that interested in visions, that's all. I'm very interested in visions. If I was the traveler, I would be interested in visions, not for the same reason of like getting one since I can already use it without one, but like just in general. But
誰もあなたが参加するとは思いませんでしたので、とにかく予選はもう。
そうだ。お前は神の目を持ってないけど、だから誤解されないように試合の時は元素力を
yeah.
使わない。それにこの程度の相手なら元素力を使わじゃあ行こう。
I like these kind of things because it gives the
今から
traveler
始めてもよろしいということでしょうか。では
kind of like
私と共に会場
a
へ。
reason to practice.
大注目の優勝候補。彼の1試合目が今始まるぜ。
It gives the
君
traveler
だったのか。こんな
a
の
reason to practice like basic skills.
お前の方がすごいってことを大ごなんか一般人
Died.
よりも弱かったな。あの自信はどこから来てたんだろう。とりあえず勝ったから
How's
北
a
斗のところに行こう。何か話したいことがあるみたいだぞ。よし。
さすがは私が見込んだつわものだ。あんたも見ただろ、カズハ。全く無駄な動きをせず、
Surely did dominate that
彼
guy.
の姿を。
そうであるな。しかし相手を傷つけぬよう少し手加減をしていたようにも見えたでござる。
今までいろんな
Yes.
戦いを経験してきた私だが、この一試合を見ただけでこいつだから褒め言葉をケチる必要なんてないんだぞ。
褒めるとするなら悪くない勝負であった。
まあいい。あんたに詩を読んでもらって場の雰囲気を盛り。実はさっき参加者が大勢私
You
のと
fought
ころに来て
well.
ね。
Thanks,
いい
Kazuha.
上の大英雄がそれから参加を申し込む人が一気に増えた。だからあんたには一般選手との勝負で体力を消費だからあんたには
さっきのは
これが姉君。それに実際の
それはそうだけど。
じゃあまずは他の試合を。
Okay. Anyways. Next fight.
ついに来たぞ。
どうやら姉君。お主の対戦相手は数々の試練をと実力ではお主に及ばぬかもしれぬが油断は禁物でござる。ではお主があの嵐を突破する準備ができているかどうか。
おしゃべりはその辺にしときな。観客。
Oh, Suhan.
準決勝の大英雄。
このレベルの対決なら。
はい。
I'm ready. Don't she the dark horse?
大注目の準決勝だ。
Two,
いいゆえの英雄と本大会の台風の目。勝つのは一体どっちだ。
商品に興味はない。
Oh, he did hit me. Damn it.
それだけで十分。
My dodge didn't work.
汗がたくさん出た。悪くない。認めよう。お前の方が強い。まだまだ鍛錬が必要だ。
そうだな。さっきもしお前が神の目を持ってたら。
小さい頃神の目が欲しかった。だが手に入らない。それからは興味もなくなった。神の目よりも筋肉の方が。
He's like, I only depend on
神の目を持つ
bodies.
ものにも勝ったことがある。あの力は神が与えたもの。羨ましくはない。
あの主なき神の目のために。
いや、ただ勝負がしたかっただけだ。敗北のみが力の差を
He's a combat sexual, I see.
機会があればまた勝負しよう。
決勝に進んだ人を知って。
俺より強い油断はす。
Alright.
言っちゃった。
君か。
Let's see.
俺を任す。少し俺の大河でもま。
This is talking to the person that lost against the person that we're supposed to be fighting next.
あれ。
家系で拳を相手の選手も避けなかったのは、それが怪我を負ったこのことはすみません。
そっか。
Yeah. I just want to do
なんか
this.
役に立つ情報は。
実にお見事。あっぱれであった。相手の動きに慣れるのに少々手こずり、苦戦を強いられていた。しかし迅速に体勢を立て直し、勝利を勝ち取った。これこそが最も賞賛に値するでござる。実は耳で聞いたのでござるよ。砂と呼吸の音を。しかしこの程度は造作もないこと。姉君にも分かっていたでござろう。
確かにな。ただあんたにとってこの舞踏会は新鮮でいい体験になってるんじゃないか。
ちょっと聞きたいんだけど、決勝の相手って
そうでもない。
I really wish they would add the parrying feature
身のこなしに長けている。
in general to Genshin,
一目でわ
because
か
that
る
would
ほ
be
ど豊富な
nice.
実践経験を持っている。どうした？決勝戦で不意をつかれないかが心配か？
であれば、拙者から
Not that
一
this
つ
one
助言
has
を
it in
させ
it.
て
This
よ。
is just straight up
共に
fighting and
静かな場所
dodging,
に来
but
てくれぬか。まだ話してなかったと思うが、実は稲妻にいた頃、拙者は浪人であった。
おお、それは服装を見て分かってたけど。
学問を得れば本を知り、武道を得れば刀を知る。長い道のりの中で芸を一つ増やすのは武芸に優れているとは決して言えぬが、大陸中のさまざまな達人を見てきたでござる。お主の才覚であれば、拙者からの少しの助言で。
おいおい、それは
情報収集も決闘の一部。問題はないと思うが、彼らはモンドから数々の修羅場を経験してきた。それらをくぐり抜けられたのは。
そうだし。おいら。
その場所へ行けば自然。しかしその匂いはあくまでも拙者に助言を与えるのみ。
I sense that there are many
本
things
質
that
に
you
触れることはできぬ。
Oh, right, because he smells weird space stuff or whatever.
試合後の
He smells Mondstadt on us, so from like the dandelions.
何か知ってるかもしれない。
Arena, activate. But yeah, he supposedly like smells that we've been to Mondstadt, but also smells that we're not from like this world, if I remember correctly. Like he also has like the star smell or whatever that means.
辺りに人影はない。お主は元素力を巧みに扱える。それも一種類のみにあらず。そうであるな。
No wonder you didn't bring this up in the arena.
なんか最初に会った時から会話の中に意味深な感じを含ませてたよな。とっくに気づいてたの。
ああ。会場で聞かなかったのは、お主が元素力を扱えることを他の勝負で不利な場面に陥ろうと元素力を使わなかったのは、拙者と同じように、そう考えていたからであろう。拙者が言っていた見たや聞いたは、詩的な表現をしていたわけではなく、事実なのでござるよ。拙者は幼少の頃より、大自然から得られる情報を理解することができた。風の息、お主からは似たものが聞こえた。それだけで
信じられない話だけど、嘘。
お主らと比べれば、拙者のこれは取るに足らぬもの。神の目に頼らず、
Human could wield elements without a vision. So this is like
それに
interesting.
どこから来たのかもわからぬ。至極複雑な匂いのした神秘的な生き物も。
Mysterious.
匂いでオイラを判断するんじゃない。
その複数の元素力をいかにして手に入れたのか、拙者に聞かせてはくれぬか。
Very pretty. Combined mental abilities. All I did was touch the statue of the seven.
ふむ。理解しがたい。では、お主はいかにして元素力を応用し、
How exactly is it that you've learned to channel it and wield it in combat? I feel like this is only half of it. I feel like because Aether knew how to fight before meeting Paimon and being captured, and was already using like a form of elemental energy, even if it wasn't like these individual elements. It was like the gold colored element of whatever they had before. So I think they already knew how to fight, could already control that stuff. I don't think it was necessarily just Paimon. Yeah, and Paimon just said whatever. Yeah, he just naturally learned it.
もしかすればその不可解こそ神と神の目の本質であるのかも。だがやはり拙者はこの目で見てみたいでござる。お主が拙者が持っている情報も共有しよう。さすれば平等な情報交換となる。ではそこの舞台を。
Okay. Even though we're using Farina and Nuvolette, we don't even have some of these elements yet by the time that this part of the story is happening. Don't have Hydro yet, technically. Don't have Cryo yet. Oh. Oh, wait, hold on. Can I pause? Oh, my lunchbox. My lunchbox ran out. Let's do this one. And do that. Oh. Oh wait, that's Hydro. I'm gonna have to, I think this is gonna be the one that's gonna get through it. I didn't put any fire on this team at all. Just crystallize them to death. I think this one I can hit with Hydra, yeah.
お主の戦闘力は実に申し分のないものであった。たとえ決勝戦に進出した人物は呼吸の調整と体幹の維持を得意とし、そやつの勝利はそのほとんどが言い換えれば、隙をつかれぬよう気をつければ、そやつの攻撃に脅かされる心配もな、礼には及ばぬ。常軌を逸した元素力の技を見ることができた。やはりこの世は摩訶不思議。常に未知なるものが現れ、
なんだかお前って神の目に対してすごい執着してるよな。でも
Yeah, I
お
have
前
this
はもう
vision.
持ってるんだろ。
拙者が知りたいのは、神の目が神にとって何を意味するのかということ。何をもって神は神の目を人に授けるのか。すまぬ。お主らにとってはわけのわからぬ話であったな。不思議な力を見せてくれた礼に、稲妻について聞きたいことがあれば拙者が答えよう。それが気になったのでござるか。今稲妻ではメガリレーが行われている。それはお主らも知っておるな。神の目とは神からの恩恵でござる。人々がその贈り物を受け取った後、またそれを回収すると、もしも七神が自らの意志により神の目を人々に授けたのであれば、今の雷神はそれについて疑問を抱いているということになるのではないか。
Nighting. Uh,
もう長いこと新たに雷元素の神の目を持つ者は現れておらぬ。
なんか話を聞いた感じ。
拙者が知る限り、彼女は永遠を追求する神であり、自らの考えを冷酷にリーユへの契約がリーユへを生きる者のためにあるというのなら、今の稲妻が求める永遠は一体人々に何をもたらすというのであろう。
yeah.
少なくとも鎖に縛られた稲妻の民たちは良い生活を送ってはおらぬ。
Being locked within INAZUMA for all of eternity does not sound pleasant, and it's weird that Raiden has that understanding of eternity, of like wanting things to stay the same always, even if it's at the detriment of individual people.
なんかお前が最初に会った神がやりそうなことだな。
おや、前に雷神を見たことが。時により左右されるのは将軍さん。もし彼女を探したいのであれば、彼女はその場所に居続けている。いつの日か必ず彼女から永遠についての答えを得るつもりでござるよ。さあ、そろそろ時間である。
そうだな。稲妻の言葉。
他にやることがないのであれば共に戻ろう。では参ろう。
Hey, we get a teleport. I like when we get teleports.
まあいい。まずは全員静粛に。刺激的で緊張感あまたの劇。まず紹介するのはこちらの選手。そう、彼こそは待ってました。準決勝ですでに彼の素晴らしい本日の決勝。
I'm good. This is...
すまないがみんなもう少し待っててくれないか。何はともあれ会場に来てないの。
待ってくれ。何やら妙でござる。姉君、商品を確認し、お主もついてきてくれ。
This is where we find out that the big person was, trying to steal.
どれどれ。
missing.
そもそもいつぬまさかどこぞの
急ぐ必要はない。ふむ。と神の目は拙者が差し出した商品。
わかった。私はここにの。
お主も共に来てくれぬか。
でもここって島だぞ。
拙者と共に来てくれ。
Now to go with the winds.
ちょうど良い風が吹いている。今が絶好の機会。風に乗って行こう。そのまま次の手がかりを探すでござるよ。
I'm not gonna make it. I made it. Hello.
そういえばどうして商品のことを確認しようと思ったんですか？
盗む音が聞こえたのでござるよ。
じゃあどうして止めなかったんだよ。
敵には誰でござる。
Done.
風が拙者たちを前へ導いて。盗人は向こう岸に着いたようでござるな。
また聞こえたのか？一体どんな音なんだよ。
Oh,
うむ。凄まじく得意げであった。
I
この
missed.
方角で間違いない。拙者についてきてくれ。
I missed the ring.
道中待ち伏せを受けるかもしれぬが、お主ならたやすく対処できるであろう。
No. Okay. That's fair. I missed. That's fine.
風が拙者たちを前へ導いてる。盗人は向こう岸に着いたようでござるな。
Oh my gosh.
また聞こえたのか？一体どんな音
There
な
we
んだよ。
go. Just trying to like get inside of the
凄まじく
circles.
得意げであった。この方角で間違いない。拙者についてきてくれ。道中待ち伏せを受けるかもしれぬが、
There we
お
go.
主ならたやすくた。
Ambush.
応答だ。どうやら拙者の予想と大差なかったでござるな。道を開けてもらうぞ。
Oh, this way. Meow.
この俺よりも足が速いとはな。逃げるためせっかく船を用意したのに、まさか。
どれほど船が速かろうと。
風？何を言ってやがるんだ。ちくしょう。俺にも神の目があれば、この神の目を光らすことさ。
神の目とは関係ない。お主は群衆から姿を消すのが得意かもしれぬが、自然、それに逃走経路の選択にも隙が多い。また拙者が風を頼りに追うさなか、お主のと言い換えれば盗みの達人が持つべき3つの心
Need
情、
stuff and style.
迅速、隠蔽。
お前。
Be cool if this person came back later. We had like a run-in with them and caught up to them and like, wow, you suck still. Also, I really like this pointing meme. It's funny.
だがそれ以外に拙者を一番やはり。
分かった分かった。今回は俺この神の目はずっと
お前が
俺の実力なら準決勝を見た正当な方法あれほど準備したのにくそ
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
それ
yeah,
は
yeah.
脅しか。分かっただが約束は。
そういうわけにはいかぬ。盗みを。
嘘だ。
それに商品を盗んで決勝戦に参加しなかった。どうやら真っ赤に熱した鉄をお主の顔。
おいおい、
くそ、こんな残酷。話し合いがダメならやるしかね。
Beat him up. Like, supposedly, it was supposed to be really hard to defeat in the ring. But he was not very hard to beat up.
やだ。
生死の狭間に陥り、全力を尽くそうとも神に振り向いてもらえぬか。神の目を残して立ち去れ。拙者は気が変わった。どうした？もしかして拙者は別に構わぬ。そのような。
いやいやいや、そんなわけないだろう。
よくわかんなかったんだけど、脅した
そのような趣味はない。ただ神の目がまだ操。人は窮地に陥った時、強大な力を発揮する。それが神の目を
People
照らす
forced
きっ
into a
かけにな
corner.
ると
This
思っ
is
たのだ。
foreshadowing.
残念なことに何も起こらなかったでござるな。そうでござるよ。あやつが神の目を盗んだ時か。それに過去にも主なき神の目が再び光を灯す。だがお主は複数のさあ、お主も試してみるで。
どうやら何も。
なるほど、気にするでない。こうなると予想はし。
そうだぞ、この神の。
それについては
Oh,
あ
cutscene.
る個人の
I forgot.
話をしなくてはならぬ。
Here we go. Shh.
彼は拙者の親友であった。ある日彼は拙者に無双の人たちを聞いたことがあるかと聞いてきた。拙者は当然その人たちは神罰が下る時にのみ見られると答えた。それはライデン将軍が達した武の極み、最強である証。しかし彼はその人たち手が届かなくもない。いつの日か雷帝に相対する者がこの地上に現れると言った。その後メガリレーが何の前触れもなく下された。人々の願望は永遠を構築する河原となり果てた。そして拙者が放浪をしていた時、彼がメガリレーの執行者に御前試合を申し込んだと聞いた。御前試合は厳粛で残酷なもの。敗者は神罰を受け、勝者は天気を勝ち取る。彼は自分こそが立ち上がるべき人間だと思ったのであろう。それに無双の人たちに相対するのが彼の願いでもあった。しかし拙者が天守閣に着いた頃、すでに御前試合は終わっていた。ただ神罰が下り、彼の刀が地面へと落ちる音が響いた。それが彼の見たかった光であったのであろう。最後の瞬間、彼はどのような顔をしていたのだろうか。想像する間もなかったでござる。拙者は光が失せゆく神の目を奪い、そこから逃げた。拙者に理解できたのは、彼の熱き願いを氷のように冷たき心臓へとはめ込むべきではないということのみ。だが拙者がやってきたことは結局のところ何の意味もなさなかったでござるよ。
Oh, I love that. I love that cutscene. That is one of my favorite cutscenes out of the entire game. The art style, the music, the like pain, and like really good storytelling, just amazing. The detail is also like really nice in there. Amazing. I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
浪人の人生には旅の意義や道すがらの花鳥風月以外にも心に道があるのでござる。
カズハ。
気まぐれにしたくさ。そろそろ戻るでござる。ではもう一度拙者が
Let me gather the wind for us once more. Zoop! Teleport.
北斗姉様なら今回の南北斗姉様はただ北斗姉様は優秀
実は神の目を盗んだのは賞賛がないと悟りしからば
では規則にの
こんな優勝
いえいえ私は面接と
そうであろうだが果てしなく続く
意志で天
リーユへのもろとにかくこの木に
きっとうまく
感謝する最後に
Okay. That's just getting us through the prologue of that. Okay. We did that. Now, can we... Where does it want me to go? Will we be able to make it back to... Or make it to
助けが必要
Inazuma
な方がいるはず
in
です
general?
これで間に合いますね
Catherine.
旅人さん何かお手伝いが必要
Add
なこと
extra
はあります
applesauce.
はいすでに確かにもう随分と
探したぜ。あんたが姉子の尾婚だ。そうか。艦隊の姉子にあんた。
やっぱり
もちろんさ。
もう行かれるのですかこの先が星であろうと深淵であろうと次の一歩を踏み出すではまたの機会にお会いしましょう皆さんのご無事を祈っておりますね
Add extra applesauce.
でしたら稲妻やっぱり稲妻にもキャサリンがいるのかい
リーユエにもきちん。いいってこと。
Okay. Ah, we're making progress. Progress. I like progress.
よーやかつては嵐でさえ止めることのできなかったこの南十じゃあ雷雨に包まれし
Chapat. Bit of a cutscene. I wish there was more cutscenes like this. Like, I almost wish, like, the parts where, like, we're talking back and forth to each other and we're just sort of standing around. I wish they were a little bit more dynamic like this. Hello, Kazuha. Because this is nice. You get to see movement and, like, the world and, like, how they move. Instead of them just standing there doing, like, mechanical, like, poses. See, this is like super dynamic and cool. We saw them run across the deck for a moment. You know, it just seems like it would be nice, because then we're gonna go back to us just standing around doing the same, like, 3 to 5 poses. Which is kind of annoying. But see, this is nice. This one I think is more pre-rendered than the previous one. It looks a little touched up in comparison. Or maybe the budget got better in between the last cutscene and this one. Didn't need to hop off, but did a little hop. We're here, Inazuma.
やっと来た。
See, it does the same animations now.
それと2人の密航者、いや客人という。
あんたたちの将軍様のせいで近頃はいな。もちろん私そうだ紹介しよう。こいつはトーマ。
よ、君たちに会えることをずっと
トーマ、この
紹介はいらない。異教の旅人の名声は外。
嬉しいこと言うな。
手間が省けたな。トーマはもう長いこと離島で活動している。ここの何か困ったことがあれば
安心してくれ。俺たちなら
そろそろ時間だ。私の船にはまだお尋ね者が一人乗ってるからな。
カズハの
また会おう旅人。
We're not gonna talk about it.
どんな荒波に会おうが乗り越えてみせろ。
それじゃまずは審査所で登録
稲妻の
鎖国令をなめないでくれ。だからこうして規則を守りながら規則をかいくぐる。
Bending the rules. Okay, we got through the storm. We're gonna steal these lavender melons. We're gonna steal this. I don't know. I'm being silly. Let's just get this over and done with. Fish. Fish. Okay.
こんにちは。皆さんどうしたんですか？お二方の詳細と荷物を持って規則に沿ったも。すみません。やはりお二方には。
これが2人の上陸手続きの書類だ。確認してくれ。
おい、あるならもっと早くに出しとけ。
君たちがどう対応する。
そうでしたか。
これからどこに行けば。
音楽観察だ。ここは上陸の可否。稲妻では外国
I like that it puts us through this process and we're just like getting to deal with the bureaucracy.
鎖国令にたとえそれが違法人居留地のあるこの離島でもね。じゃあ行こう。音楽家。
Let's us put our foot in the mouth talking to Kageyama.
感情奉行によって定められたものなんだ。
Also, I really enjoy the atmosphere here. The houses are cute. Love the leaves. Let me get the teleport here. That's important. Oh, hold on. Before we do that, I think I can go and get the teleport back this way. I'd like to unlock the map. I don't think anybody will stop me. Alright, big moment. New map unlock that's not forced by story. Actual map unlock. How I was intending to play this playthrough. Alright. First section done. The event is going to be over here in Chinju Forest, so if we can get out of Rito, I think we start the event here on Byakko Plain. And, yeah. Got new stuff we're gonna have to do. I love the music. It's like a variation of the Sakura theme. I like that they pulled from like traditional Japanese music to create their like almost like a leitmotif. Hello, Chiba. Yorika.
すでに上陸手続きは済ませてありますよね。では滞在手続きを行いまし
Residency.
ょう。はい。では手続き料の
Full
200
million
万円を
more?
お支払いください。
Wow. I'm pretty sure I have like 50 something million more. See, this sets an in character precedent that they do not get that much money, even though the players will get millions of Mora. Because I think on my main account, I've gotten close to 70 million Mora, I think. Something like that. It's like really high. And then I used a bunch of it and it went back down to like 50 something. And then I think I'm back up at like 60 something now. I'd have to check, but yeah, like this is like being like kind of being like, you know, millions of Mora obviously is ridiculous.
はい。お一人100万ですので、計算に間違いはあります。いや、間違いというか。
お嬢さん、この二人は俺の友達なんだ。ほら、俺って一。
あら、トーマさんのお連れ様でしたか。では、トーマさんの顔に免じて40万モラにしましょう。
400,000. Yeah, that's still quite expensive for them as 400,000 Mora. Which, in terms of like if it was treated if Mora was treated like yen, you could say that it's somewhere in the ballpark of like $3,000 to $4,000 if Mora is supposed to be like yen in terms of price stuff. There's an easy trick that you can kind of do, rough estimate, is just move the decimal place over to 2 spaces generally, and that'll be around how much yen to dollars will be, roughly, very roughly.
本当に感謝するよ。でも、俺から見たら手続き料なんて600モラで十分じゃないか。ここは俺が代わりに出すよ。後で君に飯をおごってあげるからさ。
Oh, he's gonna get a date out of it too.
わかりました。それで手を打ちましょう。今登録しますね。
へへ、毎度。
Nice. 600 Mora. So like we just paid like a fee of like maybe $6. I like this. There's seriously something wrong with people's sense of finance around here. That is like the most base thing that Paimon like probably says throughout the whole thing. That's so good. It's about more than the Mora. Reminds me of someone else's strange relationship with Mora. Talking about Zhongli.
そんなに驚くことじゃない。手続き料自体が私的な要望なんだ。音楽観察では手続き料をいくら取ろうとも最後は全て監察官の懐に入る。それが多いか少ないかってだけで、もし不幸にもここに滞在することになった。そいつからがっぽり稼げる。そう。そんな時に現地の友達がいることの重要性、君たちにもわかるよね。ああ、
異教の客人が鎖国中の稲妻に訪れているんだ。仕方ないと思うのが普通だろ。外国の商人ができることは仲間同これが離島にあるバンコク商
外国人が
そうだ。商売の道と生存の道。その両方を担っている。
なんか
それが君たちの目的か。なるほど。君の立場を考えれば確かにそれはライデン将軍は唯一無二なる高貴な存在。全ての生物が見上げるべき。この世の出会いはいつも捉えどころのないものだ。わかった。率直に言おう。君たちをライデン
本当か？
持てる全ての権力というのも高く売り。
お前もかよ。
俺の言う売り買いはモラを払うこと。それどころか対価を払う。全ての人が幸せになる方法。
かっこよく言ってるけどオイラにはわかる。お前
おっと、なんだか君たちから悪者でも見るような状況を説明しよう。最近はそれが紹介の会長は
Okay. So this is the part where Toma. So we got in. Our processing fee is done. Now Toma wants us to help Kurisu here. Which is basically their name is just Chris, but in Japanese it's Kurisu. And I guess for whatever reason they want to use the Japanese name here for him, despite him being from Fontaine, I believe. Choice. So we get to help Kurisu with their problem, and thus it leads to XYZ thing happening. And we help Outlanders here. So I'm just gonna kind of skip through this, because, like, this whole, like, side story basically is just, like, the Shogun, the guards here. Oh, excuse me. The guards here are basically extorting these merchants from other lands, being like, oh, well, you just don't know how it works here, because this is how it works, it's gonna be a high price. Even though it doesn't have to be, they're just doing that so they can get extra money on the side. And the Outlander people know that that's the case, but because they're Outlanders, they don't have as many, like, legal grounds to get a bunch of this stuff sorted out and stuff. So that's somehow we come in, uncover all of it, be like, look, illegal things are happening. And we kind of fix their problem in a roundabout way. And then, yeah, it leads to one thing to the next. So I'm just gonna kind of skip through this. The crystal marrow is what's being disputed. Taxes and shit. It's all pretty boring. It puts, for the first time playing through, it's kind of interesting because you get to see the dynamics of how it puts into context, like, how badly treated the merchants and stuff are here, and, like, how corrupt the Kanjo Commission and stuff are, because having context for the corruption later on makes the story later on, I guess, make more sense on a deeper level. Playing through this a second time, it's less interesting because you kind of understand what's the word? You kind of understand the decisions that were made to get to this point. And like all of the unintended consequences of the Vision Hunt decree.
勘定奉行と法令雷鳴轟く。はあ、
そんなひどお前はどう思う？
あの商人、以前は彼ともこう。おお、彼を探すの。
Okay. There's the crystal selling merchant that's over there. I want to double check something before. So if you come over here to this side thing, from the water, and then there's like this little thing that goes out towards the rest of the land. There is a door here that is covered, so this is not escapable just yet. So at some point there's going to be a quest that is going to remove these goods. There's a trap door that'll lead you under the island, and then you can escape the island going through that trap door. So we need to progress a little bit further. I don't remember which quest gets rid of it though, is the thing.
いいよ。何しに来た？企業秘密。
ひどい態度だな。
This is the guy
買うかどうか。
that's a part of the scheme. He's one of the Outlanders that is working with the guards to try and get a cut of like what the guards are getting. So he's collecting all of the crystal marrow and being like the only seller of it, and then selling it for like really high. What's this stuff? This crystal marrow stuff. What? I never noticed that this box was a triangle. What the fuck? I just thought it was a weird square, like, box. But it's actually a triangle. Crazy. Okay. I never noticed that. Okay, I'm gonna talk to Toma. Hello, Toma.
おや、もう帰ってきたの。
それが。
あ、いいよ。来たばかりの慣れない。
I wonder if we have to do the... There's a sneaking part of this where you have to do, like, sneaking.
彼の髪の色と目の色には、そう。鎖国によって。
This is just Toma being like, Werner is born in Mondstadt like me. He misses Mondstadt, so maybe you could use that against them.
それは言い過ぎだよ。どうやら。
It makes no sense, but I mean, it's Genshin. It's a little silly. And has some immature ways of sort of dealing with stuff, I feel. Basically, we're gonna go over, be like, do you remember the smell of dandelions? And he's gonna be like, oh, dandelions! And then he's gonna start crying. And be like, I'm sorry. Bring up freedom. Dandelion wine. Give him a dandelion seed. Then he starts crying.
お前の口からモンドのことが聞けるなんて。前に帰ったのは懐かしい。モンド城の雰囲気。感情を揺さぶろうな。
いいから目をつぶれ。
波の音か。あ、
Yeah, harbor.
ゆえこ。俺の目の前に上等だ。解凍祭だ。はあ、
let's give him a silk flower.
これはもういい。
もう思い出させるな。俺の心はもう万国商会の人たちか。俺はいつも夜の海辺に来ては波の音。そんな時いつも商会の奴らが気晴らしい。
じゃあどうして。
あいつら心少しの利益と約束だけで俺は奴らの言いなりになっちまった。ふるさとの顔いいだろう言うよ。
大丈夫なのか。
だが俺は
臆病なやだから早く。
Okay. Anyways,
奴らがそし
he
て
turns on them.
俺は奴らの操り人形
He's their puppet. We ask for evidence. He's like, oh, there's a book we can get. Okay. Now we gotta go follow a guard. And we got this. This is like interesting because it's like another sneaking mission. After. Interesting. The sneaking walk is faster. Feels faster anyways.
よ、りょうこ。調子はどうだ。
おかげさまで。よければ座っていって。
ああ。
Hi guys. I'm gonna talk to you.
そう。税金の徴収お疲れ様。
Also, I wish you could just do this.
ええ、まだ払ってないやつはそうだな。万国商会のやつらをもっとしばいておくべきか。
あいつどんどん離れてくぞ。
あ？今なんか聞こえたよな。
静かに見つかっちゃうぞ。
Can't see me.
おっと、長いしすぎた。そろそろ。
あいつどんどん離れてくぞ。早く追いかけよう。
There's just certain features that I wish were in the game all the time. One being crouching would be nice. I like to do that. And parrying. Parrying in combat just as a thing would be cool. Dynamic fighting. Alright. Do that. Is this unlocked? No. Maybe it's after this quest and I get the whole thing with the trade association. Okay. Ledger. Okay. We got the ledger. Hidden ledger. Oh yeah, this was the medal that we got, by the way. And then this is the ledger. Still there. And this is what we're gonna turn into Kurisu. And be like, look.
もう本当にありません。このままでは商売も損するだけで飢え死にしてしまいます。
法令は法令、規則は規則。
Asshole.
払うべきものは払ってもらう。なあ？だ。
お前の帳簿は。
We found out you're embezzling.
帳簿を見せていただけ。この帳簿にあるものと、慶次郎さん、もう何も言わなく。そういえば。
おい、聞きす。
いえいえ。まだお手元にそれらを使い。
We're gonna get the manager.
ハリソン、もう搾取されるな。ハリソン、こんな場所で大声。お疲れ様です、勝家組長。
Chief.
ああ、何しろ。
A minor one.
こんなの横領。この商人ども。
ま、
Ah! He did a little shake. Context, Paimon, context.
私の名刺をどうぞ。
これ。
Ashiro Condition.
ここは勘定奉行の縄張りだ。
その通りですが、ここは我々のお嬢様の顔に免じてい。
Oh yeah, we get the fan of the Himegimi. Just interesting.
お二方も将軍様にお渡しされる状。
そのセンスは白鷺の姫君。非下の令嬢にご足労させるつもりはない。我々も余計な勝家組長。しかし行くぞ。
It's like we're not talking about this anymore.
いつか日を改めて無視。
ありがとうございます、トーマス。
今後は
トーマ。
ここは人が。
So we do that. Soma. Where's Soma?
勘定奉行はやはり骨の髄まで。
Corruption.
そろそろ本題に入ろう。何が。俺は鳴上島の社奉行上里家に属している白鷺の姫君の側近だ。
なんだって？本当その社奉行も。
ああ、社奉行の上里家は祭祀活動や文化、芸術などを管理する家系だ。具体的な責務、そして俺はただ運よく上里家に迎え入れられ、白鷺の姫君という名誉を持つ上里家のご令嬢。
I wonder if he started off as being like, because Ayaka is quite young. I wonder if Toma was taken on to be kind of like her guard, her personal guard, but then she got older and obviously she knows how to fight, so she doesn't really need him. So I'm sure he takes care of like just random stuff now.
白鷺の姫君。さっきの。
もちろんさ、礼儀正しく優しいお心を。その名声は当代当主をも超えるほどだ。そう、彼女の兄上里綾人よりもな。
I bet he prefers it that way, honestly, because he runs the Shumatsuban. And he kind of has that, like, mysterious, like, ninja vibe to him. Not ninja, but, like, he schemes. He's a schemer. So I'm sure he doesn't like the attention on him all the time. So the fact that everybody likes Ayaka more than Ayato, I'm sure he's like, I can use that to my advantage. He's that kind of person. And then work behind the scenes.
心の優しいお嬢がみんなから好かれているのも納得がいくだろう。そこが重要。顔役という身分はたった1ヶ月で少し才能があっただけだよ。
Slight knack for schmoozery. So he's been, this basically is him saying that he got here like a month beforehand, embedded himself in Rito, made all of these connections. He has a knack for schmoozery, made friends with the people that he needed to make friends with, because he figured that our character would eventually try to come to Inazuma anyways, after hearing stories of our feats in Mondstadt and Liyue, and just kind of figured, oh, it's gonna happen. Plus, Beto, I guess, sent some stuff too. Yeah, and got to know Captain Beto during this time too. So in this month, he also reached out to Beto and stuff.
今は鎖国令が敷かれているが、君たちがモンドとリーウェで活躍したことは稲妻にも。君たちが稲妻への渡航を望んでいると知ったお嬢は その到着をずっと気にしていたんだ。君たちが噂通り、
So they were planning ahead.
変える力があるかどうか。
Everyone on INAZUMA feels like they're playing chess whenever you're playing checkers. Honestly.
さっきの試練では最後お嬢の期待通り勢力の間に君たちが協力してくれれば、
And
メガリ
then
レーは
this is the part where we get to Rito. We're trying to get to Raiden. Aika, who's been on the island, obviously, this whole entire time, with the Vision Hunt degree, she wants to help people, and she's hoping that because she's heard of our feats in Mondstadt and the UA, that whenever we showed interest, there was word going around of us trying to get to INAZUMA. She was hoping that she could get a hold of us to help with the Vision Hunt decree. But obviously we're here for other reasons, or wanting to be here for other reasons, of finding our sister and getting the whole, like, actual main quest completed. All of the stuff with Dane and the Abyss and all of that. But yet again, we are in another country, land, and there's an issue going on that we get sucked into. So even though all that's happening, we try to refuse and be like, I never offered to help, you know, just got here. We have other reasons, like we're not here for this reason.
予想外の展開だ。情報に
And they were assuming we would just help. But we clearly say, I have one goal, and that's to meet Raiden Shogun.
そうか。それは理解してるよ。ま、とりあえず離島での任務は終わったんだ。そうだ。この招待状を君に。
You get to Nanakami, community house.
それじゃ、健闘を祈るよ。
And he's not going to push it any further because he's probably assuming, like, if we're here long enough, we'll probably get mixed up, and he's choosing his battles, essentially. Outlanders are unable to leave Rito. This must be the next part of his test. As soon as we get off of Rito, Paimon's going straight to Kobori to settle the score. I like that she's a little bit more feisty and whatnot. It's very funny. Okay, maybe this will be the part where the thing is coming, or not coming undone, but will be open. So we get the Komori House invitation letter. Oh, hey, we got a recipe. Here we go. Whomever has this invitation letter may enter Komori Tea House. It has the seal of the Yashiro Commission on it. I got some stuff that I picked up while treasure hunting. Okay. So now we gotta try and leave Rito. It wants us to go that way, but I wanna try this. Hello, Harrison. Here's your backyard. Dang it! It's not open. Okay, maybe we have to try once, and then it opens, and it's like, find a different way. There definitely is a way to do it. Okay. Go to the Conjo Commissioner's office and find a way to leave I'm gonna go back and check. One of these has got to be it. Probably not. What? Box. This is the lady that wants us to deliver a letter to her lover. Her father wants us to be distracted.
勘定奉行様は普段外国人になんて会わない。
いや待て。あ、この二人は遠くから来た賓客だ。そんな古いやり方はよせ。
Okay.
さあ、来るといい。
今の
But go in here, talk to this guy.
私は柊信介。
あえて今回会いに
まあ、そうせくな。もちろん。
確かに
それと、
そんなことどうしたんだ。
いや、なんでもない。ただお二人がこのかねてより。
いいぜ。遠慮しないで何でも言えよ。
はは、知っておられると。
オイラたち。
ああ。
オイラの聞き間違いか。
おっと、それでは島の手紙
それなら
全部で700。
おい、どう
はは、すまないね。しかし島は
理由もありきたりだな。どうするんだ旅人。本当に手伝うのか。
さすが旅人殿。
本当に
前に言った依頼は終わったら。
There's a Sasaki. Small detour. I'm distracted. I want to get up here. Gotta remember how I did it in the past. I don't have Wanderer on this account. Crap. It's not high enough. There's a way. This tree? Or the statue? Maybe it was this tree. One of the trees. I don't think that's it. Fuck, just missed. Oh well. Unless there's a way to climb up this side. Did it. Bing. First Electroculus. Okay. Where's the last go? Over there. This is kind of cool. You can see the whole tile. Bonk.
お嬢様からのお手紙があります。
手紙？見せてくれ。これってそれにお
I
前
like it.
このことに感づいてたみたいだけど、なんで
We shared a glance.
こっそり何やって。
I like a little shit-eating grin. What about that Paimon? Is it still not open? Dang it. Still not open. I think this, I might have overshot. Let's see. I might have done the wrong time. Oh, my chamomile tea is cold. I want the achievement and to get off this island. Sneaking in through the gardens.
いらしてくれたのですね。私は柊千里とお会いするのは。いえ、そんなにかしこまらずに。今回このように人目をし、何を、そのお手紙を届ける依頼についてです。
Okay.
お前。
いえ、お待ちください。お二方には私の代わりに鳴上島へ行き、父上からはずっと連絡離島で父。そんな事情。もちろんその代わり、あなた方が実はそれは何日か前に父上と異教の旅人をどうやって離島に閉じ込めるのか相談していたようです。父上が将軍様以外の方にあんなにかしこまるのを初めて見ました。そろそろ時間です。あなた方を外に行かせるための計画を話します。今では関所でお待ちしております。
Yeah, I got the love letter to Kujo. Kujo ends up being important later. Is it really not gonna let me pass through the secret way? Is that just a lie? Yeah. Actually, honestly, hold on. I'm just gonna see if I can go this way. There's no actual guards here. And I have Farina. Can I? Ah. I just want to go over there. Will not let us leave. I want to take. Oh wait, is the bow? Is there a boat over here? There is a boat. We're on the wrong half of the island though. There is... Okay, so normally you would go down there, and then you pop up on a tunnel. Hold on. I'm gonna try a different thing. Different tactic. Bypass the secret tunnel to do... this. pop up. Yeah. Even though it's in the way wrong spot, but whatever. Boat. Take me, boat. What happens if I go this way? Damn it. Yeah, whatever. I guess it's just not possible because there's a way you could get past all of this without needing to do the story. I'm assuming they changed it so that you have to do the story. Because, like, you do this, you're just out. What I mean is fine, but, like, I wanted to do a cool sneaky thing. She forces them into taking her. I'm gonna switch Noelle out for... a minute. Okay. There we go. Transport the balloon. To safety. Grab, grab. Grab. Oh, it attacked the crab. Oh, what am I doing? Ah. Okay. I got the tree unlocked, which is nice, I guess. Oh, it already pre-unlocked. I'm not picking that quest up. Wait, so now if I... Hold on, I have the teleport there. Does the thing only work after you're already able to get out of Rito? If I come back here, where this is, Kobayashi, will you just let me leave? Okay. So when we come back, we can't leave again. We'll get that travel permits once we leave. Okay. We don't have the travel permit. Okay. If we come back here and we're unable to leave again before we go get the thing. What's this? Oh, this is unlocked. Okay, so this is what it is. I see. Investigate. 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 There's a door back there. Here. Right? This. Where's the boat? Hold on. So I guess it's supposed to be a stopgap in between once you leave the island for the first time, but you can just teleport, so it's like you don't really need to do that.
メルジームはフォンテーヌが誇る美しき生命体である。彼女らとは良い関係を築く。
Save Harrison from slimes. Maybe this is just... Oh, I don't remember. Thing. Okay, so we do that. Now does the boat work? Board. Which gets us across the island over here, the north side. Ah! Man, I really wish I had Wanderer. Up here. Up here. Gosh, so much climbing. Teleport. Never have to climb it again. Okay. Anyways. Well, that was an adventure. I could have sworn it opened up earlier so you could get off the island before talking to that lady. Maybe I just haven't played it that long, and my brain is all jumbled up from it. To be fair, I don't have a very good memory. Just gonna continue. Oh, wait. Dang. Oh my gosh, it's so weird seeing this place like covered with chests and stuff. After clearing this all on my main account. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I just want to get over here. Okay. This one. Accept invitation. Talk to Opposition. Meshu. Hello, Fox. Oh, I'm gonna have to go past this. Well, it's gonna happen one way or the other. Domon, we'll come back and help you too. Okay, Catherine is set up. Thank you. Yeah, this is basically just her joking around about being in all these different spots at the same time or whatever. Teleporting. I don't think, yeah, by this point, we still don't know that Catherine is a robot. I guess. Okay. Anyways, that is, taken care of, so I can use this as a little bit of a hub. So the next part of this is going to be a little bit of a spoiler. Because technically, we're not friends with the Shogun, with Raiden, or, Yai Meeple. So, this part up here, don't even have the Tenshukaku dungeon thing unlocked technically. This whole thing here is way out of order. So, actually, if I come over here, does it let me? No, it doesn't even let me open up the main menu. So, this whole thing, separate. This is event time. Welcome to the event. Yay! I suspect we're gonna get some pop-ups.
まあまあ、そう固く考えるでない。ここに予算
なりません。計画の細部を話し合う前に、まずは
Okay, so technically our first time meeting Raiden. Raiden Shogun. The dignified deity of Inazuma, also known as Raiden A. Raiden. Because Raiden Shogun is the puppet. Raiden A is the real soul. Raiden A doesn't have like a physical body, I don't believe. In the same way. But she put her consciousness into the Raiden Shogun puppet. I think maybe she can manifest like a real body. But from what I understand, her consciousness is different from her body. But she takes over the Shogun puppet when she wants to interact as A instead of the Shogun. So, technically, kind of like two different people. Once she sequestered herself away in her plane of euthymia, which is like her inner dimension world or whatever, consciousness, seeking to fulfill her promise to her people of unchanging eternity, leaving her puppet shogun to enact the plan in her place. But she has broken with this cycle after witnessing the desires of her people and taking up the dream of one she once knew, and now walks amongst mortals once more. So this is referring to her sister, you know about that, and she now is more active in talking to people, obviously. Where will the new eternity she sees lead Inazuma now? So she's sort of taking on the... So there's different types of eternity. There is the stagnant, unchanging kind of eternity. Like if you take a picture, you're stuck at that frame forever. And then I think her sister's view of eternity was more of like things within inside of it can change and stuff, but like the essence of, say, Inazuma will last forever, allowing more and more people to grow and persist and live happily forever if they have their needs and stuff met. So instead of keeping Inazuma in like a picture frame, like a snapshot of itself, and then not letting progress happen, not letting people leave, not letting people live their lives and continue and stuff or whatever, are like the two different types of eternity. And obviously her sisters allowed for more freedom, more able to do stuff, and it was still like Inazuma would persist throughout time because they can adapt, blah 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 blah. But Inazuma will be there forever, kind of thing. So Raiden Shogun, or A, this is the concepts of stuff that she's sort of playing with.
やっと来たな。
おい、会って早々怪しい契約書にサインさせる。
報酬と引き換えに己の
Yaimiko?
価値を。
Okay. Yaimiko. The astute and beauteous Yaimiko is capricious and unpredictable in her ways, doing completely as she pleases. After all, it is boredom that is the true foe of one who has lived for several centuries now. No matter if you intend to meet the Kitsune Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine or the editor-in-chief of Yae Publishing House, if you have come prepared to be made sport of by her, then roll right up. So she's a kitsune. Kitsune in Japanese mythology are very kind of like trickster yokai. Not really malicious necessarily. They can be. There's certain like stories of kitsune eating people, but like they aren't inherently evil. It's just like people. People don't inherently like just want to kill people kind of thing, but like you have bad people that do it, but you also have like a lot of good people that don't do it. Yokai and many yokai and most of Japanese philosophy in terms of kami are kind of the same way. They're just beings that struggle the same way. In terms of Yae, she's kitsune, so she's like very cunning and like normal trickster kitsune stuff, but she's not mean or anything like that. She's also lived for several centuries. I think by this point, or not this point in the Revisited series, but this point in terms of up-to-date Genshin lore, we know that she's lived for around 5 centuries, so 500 years-ish, because she was born around the time of Conry and stuff. Plus, whenever you do her ult and she has her kitsune tails, for every 100 years that a kitsune is alive, they gotta get a tail, and they become more powerful. Up to 9 or 10 or something like that. I think after a while they don't grow any more tails. It's just once they've reached that, then they just get stronger. But it's generally considered like a century. Living for a century, you get a tail. So 5 tails, 5 centuries. Until like it doesn't matter anymore. And then Guji is a type of priest in Shinto. So in Shinto you have shrines. Every shrine has their own workers and stuff at it. It's not like it's not quite like in the West where all Shinto practitioners and stuff follow quite exactly like the same thing exactly. Every shrine has their own kami that they follow, their own rituals that they follow, their own like rules for how to pray and interact to some extent because of like their rituals being different. There's no dogma or book or anything like that, so everyone's kind of different. In terms of this, Guji is like a really high, like the highest priest of a shrine. And then of course this is the Grand Narukami Shrine, so Narukami is in reference to Raiden, I believe. I forget the translation for it. For not the connection to Naru. Kami just means like divine. Divine deity person. we generally do not try to translate kami into a word like God, because God has a lot of like Western connotations attached to it, which don't quite match with how kami are viewed or are as beings, divine beings. So if I have to translate kami, I usually say deity or divine being because it's a little bit closer. Though not an exact translation, but it's kind of like in Buddhism or something where you have like devas. Devas are generally not translated. They're like their own class of supernatural being, sort of. It's kind of like that. Kami is just another type of divine being, another type of deity. Not quite a god per se, like in Western sense, but Kami is Kami. And then of course, even though she's the Guji of Grand Narukami Shrine, she is also editor-in-chief of a publishing house named after her. She does a lot of romance novels.
なるほど。あなたが選んだ代表候補とは彼のことでしたか。まだ妖怪があまたといた時代。
And this is trying to get the yokai and humans to be friends with each other. Years ago, yeah, years ago we had an event, a limited time event in Genshin named Test of Courage, which kind of played with this idea before, so this is kind of like a round 2. So some of the events that we've had in the past for like summer, you have like the Apple Archipelago summer events. We've done that 3 times, 3 times. And we'll probably have another one coming up for the summer next. But we usually have that. Because Alice and Klee and all of that. Which is crazy. But then we had the Test of Courage before, and now we're kind of revisiting it. So I think every country is kind of has their own seasonal thing. Liyue is Lantern Rite, which happens every year. I think Inazuma usually has some sort of event that happens. I think the setting up Test of Courage and the Mikawa Flower Festival as like its reoccurring thing for spring. So you have Lantern Rite, which is like your Lunar New Year's, early February. Spring, which is going into this end of February, March, beginning of spring, will be your spring stuff. Mondstadt's is the Golden Apple Archipelago, which is usually like summer event stuff. Fontaine has had like fashion things, like which we've only gotten like I think like 1 rerun event of that, because we did the film festival. That's what it was. We've done 2 film festivals. I'm not sure what Sumeru's would be. I don't know if Sumeru's had like a competition event. I'm not sure if that's at a specific time, though. Natland, I don't know. We haven't really had an event, big event based off of Natland. Yeah. A lot of the beginning things have these reoccurring events. So Mikawa Flower Festival, I think, is usually springtime.
このような規模の祭りを開催するには、
わらわは名の知れた妖怪であり、
あなたは人間ですが、妖怪たちと深い絆を持ち、
Because we're friends with yokai and not from here, so we're
以前の
neutral.
肝試し大会で、
それに汝の名声は借りれ。
確かにそうだな。
You get to be an
先ほど
ambassador.
の案によ
分け方が。
1割と聞くと少なく思え。
And this is just us
昔はあんな。
なりません。
negotiating.
残りの5割は幕府の収益で、人手と物資の大部分は幕府。
英明、いつから将軍をこんな小賢しいやつに。
労力に応じて公平に分配を考えて、
底根を明か。
どんな。
Anyways. It doesn't really
遊
matter.
芸はもとより賛成花祭りにおける目玉の一つじゃ。秋津羽遊びも秋津遊芸もかなりの人気を有する。
This is the Akitsu stuff that we played before, which was really nice.
そうじゃな。今回は
大まかな流れは確認しました。細部幕府の新たな開発計画は今重要な場。
任せよ。
Shinju Forest.
まずは
Alright, as though caught in dream. Oh, it automatically teleported me here. I did not want to do this right now. Let me go over here and get the teleport point, because just in case. Oh yeah, let me get the disc. Spin crystal. And the point, which is very pretty. And the teleport. Okay, now we have INAZUMA missions. I want to do these. I mean, I might as well. I completed the Liyue ones. The achievements, and then I went back to Mondstadt, I think. I need to double check and make sure I got all the Liyue commission ones. But I guess we'll switch to INAZUMA if I do commissions, because lately I've been using the encounter points instead of doing commissions. Just cause. But might as well. Free achievements and all that. Let's see. Sato's letter, we'll figure that out later. Okay, so I need to avoid Komori Tea House. I'm actually gonna double check this on screen because I want to see if it's an auto thing or not. If it's gonna suck me into the tea house, or if I have to actually click on the tea house. I prefer the former. Let's see, Komori's over here. Where am I going? Oh. Yeah, I know. Kozue talks to us. Okay, so I have to actually enter the tea house, so I'm a little bit safer in this city. Excellent. Well, we've opened up some stuff. maybe I'll spend a stream working on unlocking these islands, but for now, it has been just over 3 hours. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I just have this and the anthology to worry about now, and I have this open so I can actually try and grab materials. Okie dokie. I think we're gonna end it there. So, that was a lot to get through. I think 3 hours. 3 hours in doing all of, Guyun, Rito, and now getting started with, the event. If I do another stream, it'll probably mostly be doing the event. But I don't know if it's like, it would be enjoyable for y'all to really see that, because basically, well, no, there's cutscenes that are kind of cool. That would be nice to see on stream with Yume Mizuki. Despite most people hating her for her combat style, which is fair, I actually really like Yume Mizuki in terms of a character. Obviously as like a being playable, that's a different story, but like that's whatever. I like her as a character. But so far, from what I understand, in doing this on my main, basically there's some cutscenes, you make it to the staging ground where the event is being held. There's 3 mini events that are fairly easy to complete. You do all the little tasks and whatnot, and you just get the... This is what I'm going for. Tamayorete no ohanashi. Brain died. Basically I got all of this done within like a couple minutes. Not couple minutes, like 30 minutes. Because the mini games were pretty easy. Got them all done in one go. Got everything that was listed as rewards, and then I was kind of done. The only thing I don't have done on that now is the story stuff, so that's... I think there's 3 quest stories. I've done the first quest story. Haven't done the other 2. I don't know if it's gonna open up more stuff to do and more rewards after that, but in terms of just the mini-games, I did the mini-game stuff. So, next stream that I do will probably be focused on all of that, and maybe some exploration just to get more islands unlocked. Being able to see the land is really nice. So, we've made it to Inazuma. I have stopped procrastinating somewhat. Yay! The account progresses. God, I'm so frustrated. a stutter. So I got two wishes. Let's do the first one. Blue. Second. Also blue. Well, at the very least, I'm saving up dust for things. Okay, well, that's been INAZUMA, and I guess I'll end that here. I hope you have a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!
たとえ見上げなくても、星空は永遠に私たちを見つめている。